All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon. And listen, this is probably our first video on this channel, like official video, for the new year. Child, I've been, on the other channel doing my cleanse. I've been in our manifestation book. By the way, if you guys want to join our 60-day cleanse in the manifestation book, you can get the link. It's on Amazon. You can grab it on Amazon. The link will be in the description box, okay? And you can also follow us on Lux Life Manifestations YouTube channel, where we are there every day for the next 60 days. All right. We're 16 days in. We got about 44 more days to go. All right. So there's that. But today, there aren't many things. Y'all know there ain't many things that can bring me out when I'm like on my other side. But when I saw last night that Wendy Williams was going to be on the Breakfast Club, everybody was sending it to me. I was like, girl, there's no reason for you to send this to me because I already know. But, everybody's like sending it. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, we're going to get in here and we're going to talk about it. And so, mind you, they're 3 hours ahead. I am in California. They're in New York time. I'm over here trying to figure out how I can listen to it on the radio. But then I was like, what? I was up at 3 something my time. I'm like, wait, it's only 6 something there. The show comes on at 7. Armon, try to go lay down. So I'm trying to lay down. My anxiety wouldn't let me lay down. So then I get up at 4 o'clock on the dot because it's 7 a.m. there to try to find it. But then, I had to go pay for this service to listen to it, in real time. I said, I'm not going to do that one. Wasn't going to do that big one. So I just went ahead and told myself to go to sleep. And by the time I wake up, it should be playing. And that's exactly what had happened. So I had laid down and woke up in the middle of the premiere. So I scrolled all the way back because at first I was like, okay, I already knew that Wendy was not going to be on the show. That was obvious. So I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a call in. So, but I was irritated because at first I'm like thinking to myself, oh my God, why is this Denise talking? But after that I was like, okay, I can get with Denise talking. She's there as a crutch. So boom, I fast forward, I get back to the Wendy stuff. All right. Wendy sounds good. Wendy's on the phone with Charlemagne. She's jumping all over the place doing her Wendy thing. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all though. Wendy is not 100%. Wendy is not 100%, but Wendy is well enough to not be in that conservatorship. She's well enough not to be in that prison or that luxury prison. Okay. I don't know what is going on or why this lady has so much power over Wendy or why they're not letting her out. In my mind, I feel like whoever the powers that be, they're trying to convince people or the other powers that be that all this that Wendy is doing is a part of the incompetency. Almost trying to make her behavior, the way she talks, the way she's calling people on the phone is like erratic and unhealthy and unsafe in my mind. Because I'm just like, the woman sounds very coherent. Yes, can she be rude? Can she be mean? Absolutely. But who can't be at this, at 60? Hell, people are mean, in their 20s, so at the end of the day, that is Wendy's personality to kind of be all over the place and jumping around. However, I'm not going to lie. The first half of the interview, I was a little bit like, she ain't all the way there. I'm glad that Denise was there too to kind of be a crutch for her. But yeah, Wendy is not 100%. However, I feel like she's a good 75 to 80%. And she didn't need to be in that conservatorship. Okay. She didn't need to be there. Do I think that she can get on TV and do a talk show? No, not at all. I don't think that Wendy could do a TV show. Can she do a podcast once a week? I don't think she could do a podcast once a week. I think that maybe, can she do a twice a month, a once a month Wendy wrap up? Absolutely. Once every 2 weeks, once a month. If she has time to sit down and watch the TV, listen to the radio, she's good. But as far as her getting on there and being on television 5 days a week, no, those days are over. Her doing a once a week podcast, those days are over. I do feel like a lot of us were excited though to hear from her. I was excited for her to hear from her, but also too, I was very emotionally charged. Like, to hear her so distressed, right? And just like yearning for friends and family. You can hear now where she's like happy to where, like, you know, she has someone to talk to. So I'm sure she's calling Charlamagne, talking his ear off, because she's like, I have another friend, someone to listen to me. Because she's in her mind, I feel like she's like, all right, I might got the dementia, but it ain't kicked all the way in yet, because they kind of talked about it. And she basically said, I'm not incompetent, but she didn't say that she doesn't have dementia. She didn't say that part. She didn't say that. So that was interesting. So I do feel like the dementia is true. I don't think it's just as advanced as they're trying to make it seem. However, I feel like they should allow her to be with her family until it advances to a point where she needs some other type of assistance and help. She did not say she didn't have dementia. She says she wasn't incompetent. I believe she's not incompetent. No, not incompetent. Incapacitated. Oh, God. Y'all know me. Child. So Wendy Williams is like, I am not incapacitated. I am not cognitively impaired. Like, I know what's going on. I know how to move. I'm aware of what's happening. I'm very aware of what's going on here. Okay. So she made that clear. And that was a step in the right direction for me. Also, a big step in the right direction for me was the fact that she knew that she didn't like them people there. That was the big aha moment for me, when she was talking about how she sits in her room because I can't sit around these people and talk to these people that's here, because in her mind, them people is crazy. She talking about she want to have regular conversation. Regular conversation means, bitch, I am aware of what's going on. I want to have regular conversation. I may forget some stuff and, slur my words and stutter here and there, but I'm here. Okay? I'm here. Regular conversation. She's talking about having a conversation with the nurse, ain't regular conversation, because the nurses is probably talking to her like she 2 shots away from crazy, or crazier than crazy, cuckoo than the clock. And then the people on her floor, they probably mind is gold. And then she already said they about 80, 90 years old. So Wendy Williams just feel like, girl, I am not one of these people. And stop trying to make me feel like I'm one of these people. Like, I'm very aware. So she won't get out there and try to talk to them, because she feel like she cannot even talk to them, because it's like, it's nothing wrong with them people. She said, like, they're great people, but no. She said she keeps her door closed and she be sitting here like this, looking out the window, listening to the radio and watching TV every day. To be honest, that would make me crazy. It's almost like that's not helping me. That would make me actually crazy. That would make me crazy. To sit in a room, to only be able to look out the window, watch TV and listen to the radio. Because I don't want to talk to none of the people around me. And I've been doing that for the last 3 years. And then the lady over the conservatorship has her real phone with all her contacts in it. So that let me know, like, Wendy was like, no, I don't want to talk to these people. These people are not on the same level as me mentally. And we can't have regular conversation. I want to have regular conversation. So that was a big move in the right direction for me. Like, okay, she understands what's going on here. And then the Diddy piece, she gave her opinion on Diddy. She gave us a little how you doing moment with that. The Diddy done. But it wasn't even really the Diddy done for me that's going viral. It was the Diddy done do-da day in the chuckle. That was very Wendy Williams. A lot of people stopped at the Diddy done. No. It was the Diddy done do-da day. That was the clever piece. That was like the Wendy Williams. The Diddy done was just kind of like, all right, Diddy done. But then she added to it. Like, girl, let's go ahead and slap the knee. The nigga is out of here. That was the Wendy Williams show right there. The Diddy done do-da day with the laugh. That right there was like, oh, wait a minute. She's still in there. For sure. She's still very much so in there. And she's in there enough that she don't have to be in that conservatorship. I mean, they let Britney Spears out. And let me tell you something. Wendy Williams is far further than Britney Spears. Britney Spears is crazy as hell. Wendy Williams is not that crazy. Wendy Williams is old. And her mind is gone a little bit. But it ain't ran off with the plug. For them to leave Wendy Williams sitting in that thing with a Hermes bag and a Chanel bag with $15 is crazy. But I guess they said, why do you need any money if you're not going nowhere? To not let Lauren go up there and talk to Wendy Williams was crazy. To not let her son go over to see her, like, this should not be a thing. This should not be okay. This should not be okay. And I think I don't like even more that it's like a white woman in control of her. You know? And so, I don't know. I'm praying for Wendy. And then when Wendy, another thing that really got me, because I was in and out, like tears and like laughing. I was over there a little bit teary-eyed when they were talking about the fact that, her dad, and she was talking about how fucked up her life is. And then, she cried. I was over there crying too, like, damn, they really got my girl like this. I was bouncing back and forth from like, damn, they really got her like this. So damn, is this really the karma? Is this really the thanks that she gets? Is this really how it goes down? Like, is this really the legacy? Is this really the energy, the vibration that you put out? Is this really the frequency and that came back and just got you? Like, it really goes to show from a spiritual level, it's just like, you really got to be careful about the frequencies and the vibrations that you put out, because that shit comes back. But outside of that, I'm like, okay, I'm over here crying on my couch like, damn, just let her out. Just let her out. Let her out. Like, because it's like, with her dad's 94, her mom already passed. She's building her bond back with her son. I would hate to be in this conservatorship and my daddy die and I couldn't even see him. Like, come on. And then what? You would finally decide to let her out to go to a funeral? Like, come on. Like, I don't feel like one person should have that much control over somebody else, especially when they have family. Like, how is this okay? Okay, so then once I got past that, then I'm like, well, there's Wendy again, because she broke down in tears, and I forget what the conversation was, but then she snapped right back out of the tears and started talking about the next thing. And, that's very Wendy coded. Wendy could, and get back right to it. And she did that. Even while talking about her dad, she broke down. She was like, my life is fucked up. And then snapped back into whatever else they were discussing. So I'm like, no, she still understands what's going on. And she's also understanding that she can't talk about too much stuff. So for me, I would say, in my assessment of it all, is Wendy 100%? No, she ain't. Should she come back to TV? No. Should she rush into a podcast? No. But should she be able to be at home with her cats? Maybe living with her family members? Yes. Yes. She definitely needs someone in there living with her. I don't think she can live alone. But she definitely can be out of there as long as she stays sober, in my opinion. So I really hate this for Wendy Williams, but at the same time, it was so good to hear her voice and hear that she's actually doing well, because we've heard so many different things about her and we didn't know what the hell was going on. And so I'm hoping that this really, set some fire for her to get released, because she needs to get out of there. That to me would make her even more crazy. So I don't know. We're praying for Wendy Williams, and I love everything Wendy, and I hope that she gets out of there. And I hope that she can go see her dad for his birthday. And I just hope that this all gets worked out, because Wendy Williams is well enough and able enough to be out of that conservatorship. Like, I just don't see how she can't have her. She's very aware of her money. She's very aware of who's spending it, who's where it's at. Like, come on. Why is this lady? Why do you have this lady phone? Like, I don't understand that. Why can't she get on the internet? Like, what is she going to do? They not letting her on the internet. They not giving her a phone. Yeah, this feels odd. This feels like a control. This feels like this lady, the longer that they keep her in the system, the more this lady gets paid. I just kind of feel like somehow everything that Wendy Williams is doing, this lady's trying to make it seem like this is a part of the problem. But it's like, no, some of this and majority of this is just who Wendy Williams is as a person. But I feel like they're bundling it up and saying, see, she's crazy. She's sporadic. Oh, and then she said the documentary, her and the conservatorship lady watched the documentary together. However, she couldn't really get into the documentary. That's what makes me feel like she ain't all the way there, because she didn't lean into the dementia, and she didn't lean into that crazy display that we saw of the documentary. Those are two big, heavy allegations, and those are two big, major, vital points as to why she's allegedly in the conservatorship. So, although she probably can't speak about it because of legal stuff, in my opinion, it gets a little blurry there, if you know what I mean. It's a little blurry there, because there's a little bit of Wendy, but then there's a little bit of the conservative. Everything ain't just so clean and clear over there. Some of that was Wendy and the mind being gone. And then some of that was the conservatorship. But that dementia's there. And she did cut up like that. And so, because what was that? What was that? We all saw it. That's the last we seen of you. So, I don't know. I pray that they work it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And until next time, free Wendy, hashtag free Wendy Williams, hashtag. And we'll just keep watching the story. I love you all. Until next time, keep that same energy. And we'll see you soon. Peace out.